Hey everyone. So this week we are doing Laurel Run Trail, which is in Church Hill, Tennessee. It is not to be confused with Laurel Falls Trail, which I posted a video on not too long ago. A lot of people confuse that one with this one. That one's in Hampton. This one is in Church Hill, Tennessee. You want to also not confuse it with Laurel Falls Trail in the Smoky Mountains. So there's a lot of Laurel trails. This one is one that confuses a lot of people because there are falls here. There are 2 falls. Plus, if you keep going, All Trail says this is just over 4 miles round trip. A lot of people at the second falls can't find the trail where it continues, so it turns into a 2-point-something mile round trip. Much shorter than they had planned. I'm going here to make sure that I actually plot out the correct trail. I'll show everyone which way to go, especially at the second waterfall. The trail that starts at this beautiful park with just sports fields and a river and nice picnic areas. That's a great place to have a picnic. I'm going to come back here in the summer, but this is a fall hike. You'll see what the trail looks like in the fall. So let's get going.
I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back, while I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow. Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end, but still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore. Now I know what it means to grow. It is just enough to get by. Oh, now I know what it means to grow. Oh, yeah, now
So you can see how confusing this is after the second fall. I mean, it looks like you could turn right here, or you could keep going straight. It's actually even worse on the fall. Then there's the left, but I'll show you the screenshot of All Trails where it's kind of squiggly and it shows that you do need to go to the left just a little bit, then it circles around. You'll do some climbing here, a little mini switchback, and then it'll take a right turn, and sure enough, here it is. Don't go that way, that goes back down. You'll want to turn right, keep on going. So just keep going up here, and then the trail will continue on. I'll show you another screenshot of where we are now on this little mini hook you have to make in the trail. I think it confuses a lot of people. So don't stop at that second waterfall. Take this little left and then right. Continue on so you can do the whole trail as outlined on All Trails. And After you make that little loop, you'll see the trails marked with these red diamond markers. So just follow the red diamonds.
Summertime, summertime, love's in its prime. Summertime, summertime, everything's just fine. But autumn came, turned love into shame. And love's a game, love's a game.
Oh, that's a really cool tree. Check that out. Just an old tree. There's the cabin. Look at that. Of course it's going to be near a big, beautiful tree like that, right? All right, let's explore this.
Winter town, blood in the snow. Winter town, release the need to know. Christmas Eve, Adam and Eve. New Year's Eve, wear it on your sleeve. Who are you counting on? Who are you leaning on? When the cold winds blow strong, who are you leaning on? Low down valley.
I'm gonna take I'll take a screenshot, so I'll show you where the cabin is on the trail, how far you have to go to see the cabin. And there's also a shed just a little further down the trail. Just imagine what it was like living up here in the mountains. Living off the land, catching your own food, just doing what you gotta do to survive. Whole other world back then, nothing like the world is today, where everything's plentiful and walk down to McDonald's or Burger King down the street. And really cool back then. Neighbors were neighbors and people cared about one another.
Who are you counting on? Who are you leaning on? When the cold winds blow strong, with all that's going on.
Keep on going. We're I think probably 3/4 of the way there until the end of this trail. I believe this trail keeps on going to the trails that go throughout Bays Mountain Park. This area is probably my favorite part of the trail. Just this well packed down trail, you know, with a kind of a I believe pine forest. In different forests, the foliage just gives it a different feel. Pine is a bit more hushed because of the obviously the pine needles that are still on the trees. But this is a really cool trail. You can to see all these different types of forests as you go, different types of trees. It makes it for a really fun hike. All right, so you know you hit the end of Laurel Run when you see the sign. I think I remember seeing that from Bays Mountain Park, and I'm kind of curious if it's a loop. It looks like it might be a loop, but we'll maybe hike that another day. But this is the end of this trail. I'm heading back now. Instead of just turning off this video, I want to tell you about my hopefully next week's hike. Going to a really cool place that's not anywhere near the East Coast or the southeast area, the Smoky Mountains, nothing like that. I'm going to an entirely different part of the country pretty soon for conference, and I want to tell you all about that one, where I'm planning on going when we get to the car. So hang with me for a second. We may just be right at the car, or if I capture something on the way, if I see something cool, I'll show it to you. So let's get going.
dawn and feel the breeze, but in my heart I hear the calling of my old home, Tennessee. We don't know where these rivers flow, or why the wind chooses when and where to blow. The sun is gonna rise each and every time, but I've still got Tennessee on my mind.
All right, so made it in about 2 hours, 12 minutes. That was a beautiful hike. Most of the climbing is at the beginning, so you get a lot of that out of the way up front, and then once that's done, you're just hiking along. There's some climbing here and there, but you're just, I mean, one waterfall after another. The people that said they couldn't find the cabins or didn't know where the trail went and it was shorter than they thought, only a couple miles round trip, it's not marked very well. Just remember, after the second waterfall, just a little ways down the trail, take that left and it'll zigzag, and then you'll keep on going and you'll come to those cabins. And I promise you, of course, the surprise trip that I'll be taking. So I'm going to be going to a conference in San Francisco. It's called the Viva World 2022. There's a whole park system down there with some beautiful trails right by the ocean. We'll see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to that. California hiking is not something that I've had the opportunity to do very often, so I'm really looking forward to having that rare opportunity. I'll bring you all along. We'll see what we see. I think it's gonna be a blast. So hope you enjoyed the hike, and I will see you next time. Please subscribe. Just take a few seconds, click the button down below. I'm trying to bring the highest quality hiking videos to YouTube, and that means I'm going to show you maps, trail highlights, all the best views on the trail, any good picnic spots, any wildlife we see, all in 4K high quality video. And we'll see you on the next hike.